Hey guys, I'm Sean Hammond with PremierGuitar.com. We're at Summer NAMM 2014 talking to the guys at Cusack. We've got Tony here, we've got Daniel on guitar. Tony, tell us about the new pedals, the new amp, the whole chalupa.
All right, we have the Yummy Delay, which is a sort of a dumbed down version of our Tappa Delay. We kind of get a lot of that. A lot of guys, oh, it's too big, too expensive, whatever. So we came out with a littler guy here. We have the Tasty Whirl, which is same thing as the Tappa Whirl. It has 3 waveforms as opposed to the 24. You have your level and depth rate up there. They are both tap tempo with an RCA jack on the side. It's a little bit recessed, so you can sort of flush mount things.
So if you want to be old school and just set it with your hand, and save space on your pedal board, you can do that, or you can plug in an extra pedal to do the tap.
We have, like the external tap switch. We have things kind of like this that you could plug an RCA plug into that, and you would tap it like that.
Now, at the beginning, we were just hearing the Yummy Delay, not the Tasty Whirl.
Right. Yep. Correct. Yep. We have only 3 modulation settings here on the delay, also, as opposed to the 8 on the regular Tappa Delay. You got none, a little bit. It's a really nice sort of slow, lushy sort of thing. And then
now, for those, sorry,
no, it's okay.
Interrupt you. For those who aren't familiar with the Tappa Delay, you want to break it down a little bit? It's digital.
It is digital. It mixes the analog signal back in, so it's not a super pristine, clean digital delay. It does get a little bit gritty. It's sort of made to sound a little bit like the old Memory Man delays, a little bit. You know, a little. Obviously, we're not copying a Memory Man. It's different technology and all that good stuff. But it's not Bucket Brigade. It's based on a different chip. So
tell us about the modulation settings.
The modulate, like I said, you have no modulation, so there's just straight. In the middle position, it's just a little bit, so real subtle sort of modulation. On number 2, it's a little faster, a little deeper. It doesn't get nearly as crazy as the regular Tappa Delay does. That one's got some pretty gnarly modulation settings, but this one's nice and simple, nice, classy, I guess is the best way to.
Okay, excuse me. Now, the Tappa Delay didn't have stereo outs, but this doesn't?
No, the Tappa Delay is mono. The Tappa Whirl is stereo, but the Tasty Whirl is just mono.
Okay.
We found the people that were interested in things like the Tasty Whirl, they don't really have stereo rigs generally either. So,
Tony, let's hear a couple other settings on the Yummy Delay before we hit the Tasty Whirl.
Okay, no problem. So this is off. Let's get So that's a really short delay time, a lot of warble in the modulation there, not a whole lot of feedback. Get sort of like maybe like a chicken picking sort of. So you'd almost get like the slapback sort of echo out of it, or you can get a really long delay.
And that's with that sort of moderate shimmering modulation.
Right, yep. This one does have the tone control internal, like the regular Tappa Delay does, and it has an internal level control also to adjust.
So you
the
just crack
level.
it open?
Yep, and just little trim pots on the inside there. We may end up drilling a hole in the bottom of the case so you don't have to open it, but that's not a promise. So.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
You may have to work for it a little bit.
So, Tasty Whirl.
Yeah.
It feels kind of weird to say that.
It does. It feels a little maybe dirty. I don't know. Tasty Whirl.
Talk about that one.
Okay. It's you know, like I said, the three waveforms. You have your sine wave, a square wave, and we went on Facebook and asked people what their favorite waveform on the Tappa Whirl was. That was the most popular, and so it's like a square wave into a ramp wave. It's strange sounding, but it's. You know, we were trying to do something fun as a third wave, because a triangle wave is not really much different than a sine wave on a tremolo, things like that. So just to set it apart from everybody that's got sine, triangle, square, let's do something fun for a third one.
Okay, can we turn off the Yummy and turn on the Tasty?
Yeah. So that's the sine wave. Yeah, you can adjust. You got your rate adjustment there, so you can get really slow. You get really fast. You can get to really, really fast, almost into the ring modulation territory.
Yeah.
If you tap fast enough, you can kind of get a pseudo ring mod sort of sound out of it.
Now, what is the circuit driven by? Is it optical or?
Yes, yeah, it's Vectral based.
Okay.
The audio path rather is analog, but obviously is controlled by a digital source for the tap tempo and stuff like that. So.
Okay, now we've been hearing all of this through an amp that has a history to it. The Hellhound 2060 was originally a Reverend amplifier design.
Theirs was the 4060.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of difference between 40 and 60 on the Hellhound.
Yeah.
So the King Snake was released to kind of, I don't want to say fix some of the problems, but address some of the issues people had with the Hellhound. So we had already released the King Snake. So the Hellhound we have is very similar to the King Snake, but we added foot switchable schizo, which
that's sort of a British UK,
yeah,
UK US voicing.
Yeah, it
switch,
adjusts
right?
the first gain stage. It adjusts how that works, kind of. So on this, you have on, off, or external. So you can plug just a regular foot switch in and turn it on and off. You can also plug an expression pedal in and make an adjustable schizo, which is pretty neat.
So it blends the two?
No, it won't blend them. It's like an additional gain pot on the amp, sort of thing.
Okay.
You'll be able to, when we demo it, you'll be able to hear the difference between off and on, and then kind of guess how that would go if you were to make it variable, sort of thing. Because like on the King Snake, you're just switching different resistor values here to get the UK versus lo-fi mode. So why not make it variable so you can get whatever sound you want out of it.
Okay. So we've got it pretty clean right now?
Yep, right now it's clean. The schizo is off. We got the gain rolled back pretty well. So we just got a nice clean sound going through it. Or no, I'm sorry, the schizo was on that whole time.
Okay.
So if I turn it off, it's gonna get cleaner.
Okay. That's pretty schizoid.
I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know if you want to play.
Yeah, you want to bump the gain up a little bit?
Oh yeah. Turn this down a little bit.
All right, so we put the gain up,
Yeah, so
brought the volume back a bit.
Yeah, so it's a little more noticeable as you turn the gain up. You can get a little more grit out of it when the schizo's on than you can when the schizo's off. So cranking the gain kind of helps show the dirtier sounds of the schizos.
Okay, and what's in the cabinet that we're hearing it through?
This one is a Eminence Manowar. The combo version of the Hellhound will have an warehouse guitar speakers ET90 in it. It does. The combo we have does have that in it, so
Okay.
that's what we're going to offer. The King Snake comes with the Manowar already, so we just had this extension speaker.
Cool. Daniel, let it rip.
So this is off. This is with the schizo off.
Okay, we got even more gain now.
So it gives it just a little bit more bite and hair to it.
Cool. So what are all these going for? The Hellhound's going for
The Hellhound is planned at
1300?
1300 for the head, 15 for the combo. The new pedals are 200. We're gonna retail them for 200, like the Screamer. Yeah.
All right, sweet. Where should people go online to find out more about them?
Well, you go to cusackmusic.com,
Sweet.
or you can email us, Facebook. I don't know.
All right, do any of those.
Yeah, any of that. There's technology, man.
Sweet.
Google it if you need to.
Thanks, Tony.
Yeah.
Thanks, Daniel. I'm Sean Hammond for PremierGuitar.com. Thanks for watching.